Amorim out. I said it. I said it in my match preview. I said it in some of my other short videos. I said if we have a poor showing today, even if we win, if we have a poor showing, I'm Amorim out. Not only do we have a poor showing, we lost. We are out to a League Two side that is in fourth place in their own league. Amorim said we're not ready for Europe. We're not ready for League Two. We're not ready for League Two football. We lost to the fourth place side in League Two. I mean, granted, hats off to them. They played well. They stuck to their tactics. Looked like they were smart. They were tenacious. They were everything that we weren't. They were tough in the tackle. They chased every ball. They, you know, threw bodies in the box. They took their chances. I mean, honestly, we should have lost in regulation time because I think it was their third goal that was called offsides. That was onside. I absolutely think that was onside. If there were VAR allowed in this competition, I think they would have said that's a goal, and we've been down, you know, 3 goals. Um, I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what we had at that point goal wise. I don't care because we lost anyway. Um, no excuses. No excuses. Amorim out. I will stick by what I say. I'm not gonna flip flop like other people might flip flop and say, "Oh, I said that, but I was just fooling around." No, I said what I said. I'm sticking by it. I am now officially Amram out. We didn't really change anything to try and win that game. I mean, like, kept sticking with the same stuff, right? They came out flying, right? Of course they're going to come out flying. Any team below us or any Premier League team wants to beat that Premier League team. They want to win any match, right? But of course, when you get the chance to claim the scalp of a really big club and you're a small League Two club, right? They're gonna come at you in front of their home fans. They're going to want to give their fans something to remember. And of course, we hadn't been there since 1948. So of course they're like extra up for it. They're like, this could be the win of a lifetime for some of us, right? This is a night that Grimsby fans will be talking about. They'll be telling their grandchildren about how Manchester United came and on a rainy night, and it started out beautiful. I was talking about it in my live stream. It started out a beautiful evening with the cotton candy clouds and the sun setting. Then it turned to absolute pissing rain, and how they got the job done over the mighty Manchester United. Mighty Manchester United. I mean, I don't know how you excuse that. I don't know how you know, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what to say. I mean, I was laughing at parts of it just because I'm like, yeah, this is where we are. This is who we are. This is what we are. People are like, oh, if we had a goalkeeper and a center mid, like this was beyond that. This was beyond that. The entire setup is wrong. It's not working, right? Like I said during my match stream, it's one thing to lose to Arsenal. They're up here, right? Losing tying with Fulham is questionable. Losing to Grimsby Town, League Two, is absolutely inexcusable. And we tried the same system in all 3 games, and it got worse and worse and worse, really. I mean, Arsenal, we put up a fight for most of the game. Fulham, the first 15 minutes, we put up a fight. This game, we stayed on the bus. We stayed in Manchester. We were, you know, chilling back in back in Manchester. Like, no one showed up until the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes of this game. And by then it's too little too late, you know? Like, too little too late. I mean, to suddenly decide to turn it on or try to turn it on in the last 10, 15 minutes against a side like Grimsby or a League One side, even a championship side. These guys are like made for these matches. They are built for these matches where like it's the last 10, 15 minutes. You gotta dig in, you gotta fight, you gotta block shots with your face. I mean, these guys are built for these matches, right? Like, that's what I think of when I think about, non-Premier League, lower tier English football. I think about The argy bargy, long ball. They're gonna kick you. They're gonna knock you around, and they're gonna fight tooth and nail till the final whistle, and even after it, right? So this is not a team that you want to get into that kind of situation with, and we sure as shit did, and we paid for it. And I think Amram's going to pay for it. I think Amram lost his job tonight. I think he did. People are saying trust the process, this and that. I'm not trusting the process anymore. I'm Amram out. I think he lost his job tonight. I mean, you can't go to a League Two side and do that. I don't care what pieces you think you're missing. You've got Champions League winners and finalists and internationals, you know, in your squad. You can't you can't go and do that. I don't care. You can't go and do that. I mean, poor Fredrickson, they targeted him smart tactically, sure. But I mean, Ahmad and Dallo ran into each other and the ball got back there. Fredrickson, being inexperienced, didn't get out there fast enough. Good finish by the Grimsby player. Second goal, there's a bit of a, pushing and shoving in the box. It happens, right? Onana comes out, doesn't get near the ball, and they just walk it in. Like I said, the third disallowed goal, it ricocheted off Maguire, put in a nice finish by the Grimsby player, got called back. But again, I think that was a fair goal, so it should have been 3 goals there. A moment of quality from Mbumo, good pass by Kobe, and then of course, Clutch Maguire. I mean, that should be his nickname now, Harry Clutch Maguire, because he just seems to come up when we really need him most. Which is why I'm glad he's getting an extension. Which is why I heard he's getting another contract extension because his current contract ends January 26th. So I heard, he's getting an extension. I think he deserves that. I think he earned that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, poor Kobe, because Kobe has been, at the center of controversy since the season started in terms of Amorim not playing him. Amorim saying that Kobe's fighting with Bruno for playing time. I mean, it's like, do you say, okay, this is why Kobe doesn't start? Or do you say he played well and was just surrounded by crap? I don't know. I'm not pushing you one way or the other on that one. I don't know. I mean, I mean, he looked decent enough to me to be getting minutes in other games. Like, I've watched Kobe obviously since he's burst onto the scene. We know what he can do. I think he needs to be playing further up the field in a 10 role. I don't think center mid is his role. I think he did a solid job there. But I think, same thing with Bruno. You saw that their attacking qualities were stunted by being further back on the pitch. So I feel bad for him getting thrown into this game, which is such a glaring loss. And with the rumors swirling about him wanting more money and this and that, like, I feel bad for him. I almost wish he didn't play in this game. Glad to see Xerxes get some minutes. Shesko, I mean, look, I know it's third game in, but I don't think Rasmus would have done any worse than Shesko. I think he got one header on target, 2 shots on target, maybe. I don't know if Rasmus would have been even any worse. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to go back and watch some of this stuff because I'm so just like amped up and just like right now. Um, yeah, I mean, who else? Who else do we call out? Onana obviously was awful. Um, the system set up terrible. That's on Amorim. Ahmad had a bad game. Cunha was trying to play hero ball, and I said this earlier in my match stream. I was like, please, I hope these guys don't try and play hero ball because they're like, look, we haven't won a game. This is Grimsby Town. I need to step up and like put the team on my back. And it's like, okay, that's great to think that, but I don't know, man. Like, just try and play a solid game first before you try and jump up here and start playing hero ball. I feel like there are too many times where Cunha tried to turn and do stuff and he just lost it. So you know, not terribly convincing today from Cunha. Ugarte actually did all right. He stepped up in several times and broke up some passages of play from Grimsby, pushed the ball forward. So he did all right. Dorgu did a job. He did all right. It was all right. It was all right. Della was all right. Fredrickson was not good. They picked on the poor kid. I think Heaven was solid. McGuire was good getting the goal. But it was just meh through the team though. Like it was just missing that, I don't know, like that cohesion. And I know that happens over time, but like just positionally, they just weren't there to really support each other. Um, and again, not taking anything away from Grimsby Town, they played their socks off. They defended for their lives. They took their chances. They hustled after everything. They made it difficult for us, and ultimately, you know, it paid off for them. But it's like there were some guys who were glaringly bad, others who were solid, did okay. But just the whole thing just feels off. The whole structure, where we're playing players, just feels off. I mean, at one point we had Xerxes, Mount, Cunha, and Bruno, Ahmad, and Bruno, and like Manu, I think, all on the pitch at the same time. I think same time. I got remind me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But I thought at one point they were all on the pitch at the same time. I mean, that's 7 attacking players, and we still couldn't do anything with it. And with Sheshko's too, I don't know. I can't remember now. I again, my brain's jumbled up right now because I'm just trying to process all of that and just trying to think what happens next, where do we go from here. But the fact that we didn't really see any flexibility from Amorim is just like, to me, the nail in the coffin. I mean, this whole loss was a nail. This whole poor showing to me was a nail in the coffin for Amorim. But the fact that it was a loss, not just a poor showing, is like another nail. And then it's like the guy didn't even try anything different. That's another nail, right? Like, you're not getting out of that one in my eyes. Again, I'm not part of the board, but I mean, there's gonna be a lot of fans calling for his head tonight. Because yeah, wow. I mean, look, I'm not gonna harp about it. I'm gonna go eat something because I'm hungry. I'm tired. I'm sure you are too. Please like, share, subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter down here. Um, you know, obviously tomorrow is another day, so I'll be talking about this. So please get your comments in, and I'll mention your comment. I'll shout you out. We'll talk about it. We'll engage, and we'll figure out where to go from here, guys. So I will see you on the next one. Try and get some sleep. Peace.